All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakal Kwitash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, Haitians, and Brazilians. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right, so now I'm watching one of Apostle Gabar's videos, all right? Apostle Gabar of GMS, and he's doing a little history video on the Irish. Going into the Irish history, all right, going into of how the Irish used to be depicted as monkeys, and the way they used to look at the Irish, as dirty and filthy and all that, all right, because like the so-called black men here in America, they are also depicted as monkeys and dirty and filthy, and that's part of the curses and all that, man. All right, because who were the original Irish, man? The original Irish, all right, was the so-called Negro man, all right, like the so-called Negro man here in America, all right. The original Irish were so-called black people, man. All right, so-called Negro men. You understand? All right, the Irish weren't always so-called white people, man. All right, the original Irish were so-called black people because during the time of the Dark Ages, also known as the Byzantine Empire, starting around the 300s all the way to the 1300s, the 1400s, all right, our people ruled, all right, what they call the Moors, all right, which were Israelites, all right. We ruled, all right, all of Europe for 1,000 years, all right. We ruled this entire planet Earth, all right, all of Europe for 1,000 years, man. All right, we ruled we ruled Great Britain and Rome and Ireland and all these lands, man. All right, we were the original Irish, man. All right, that's why you have a saying that goes the Irish are the niggas of Europe. You understand? All right, and all that. All right, and you got another term called Black Irish and all of that. And I'm gonna go into that history in a little bit. I don't want to go in too deep because I don't want to make this video very long. All right, so let's go into it a little bit, man. All right, I have this book here, all right, called The Negro Question Part 4, The Missing Link by Lee Cummings. All right, now this, there's a few parts to this. You got part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and I think it might go up to 7 if I'm not mistaken. All right, and this is part 4 here, all right, which goes into the kings of during the time of the Dark Ages, man. All right, during the time of the Byzantine Empire, when our people ruled this entire planet Earth, all of Europe, for 1,000 years, man. And we ruled in Ireland, man. All right, our people, the Negro man, all right, the original Irish were so-called black men, man. All right, you understand? That's why our people, the Negro men here in America, they carry Irish last names like O'Neill, all right, Murphy and Connor and all that. Those are all Irish last names, all right? Our people have Irish last names, all right? So this is called The Negro Question Part 4, The Missing Link, all right? Now, let me go into the first page, and I've gone into this book before many times, all right? And this is a picture of King James, all right? Because King James, all right, during the time of the Byzantine Empire, during the time when our people ruled Europe for 1,000 years, he was king, man. And he was sitting on like 4 or 5 thrones, man. And one of those thrones were in Ireland, man. All right, and this is King James, man. All right, a so-called black man. All right, that's the true image of King James. King James was a so-called black man because here in America, Western history, in the Western world, they You know, they teach you nothing but bullshit, man. All right, they teach you nothing but nonsense, telling you that King, because you know they whitewash everything, man. All right, they whitewash everything, man. All right, but this is the truth. King James was a so-called, the people that ruled Europe for 1,000 years. See, were known as Moors. The word Moor just means black, and those Moors were Israelites, man. All right, our people. All right, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, man. All right, we ruled Europe for 1,000 years, man. All right, mainly the kingdom of Judah. All right, which is the, you know, the tribe of Benjamin, the tribe of Levi, and the tribe of Judah. All right, were the main ones in Europe at that time, man. All right, so let's read it. All right, so it says, I know that this image of a black King James can be a little confusing. That's right, man, because a lot of you people think that King James was a so-called white man. Nah, man, that's nonsense. This is the truth, man. All right, King James was a so-called black man. So if you was to see an image of a black King James, it might boggle your mind, man. Oh, I thought King James was a white man. Nah. All right, I know that this image of a black King James can be a little confusing because of your Western education. Yeah, Western education mean education here in America, right? Because we're on the Western hemisphere, the Western part of the world, man. All right, because Western education, American education system is nothing but nonsense, man. It is complete nonsense, man. All right, it's utter nonsense. All right. It's nothing but destruction and bullcrap, man. All right? Because Esau, Edom, all right, the so-called white man, the enemy to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the enemies to the number one enemy to the nation of Israel, all right, which is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, is Esau, Edom, man. All right? That's why he's known as the devil in the Bible. All right? The so-called white man, because the word devil means deceiver. All right, the white man has done nothing but deceive this entire planet Earth. All right, through philosophy, religion, rewriting history. All right, deleting history, whitewashing everything. You understand? All right, it says, I know that this image of a black King James can be a little confusing because of your Western education, but this is the truth that is known by the rich and the elite in this world. Yeah, the rich and the elite of this world, you know, starting with the elite banking families, all right, like the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, all right, and you know, other people that sit in high places, and it trickles down all the way, you know, to the lower part of society, man. All right, starting with them, they know the truth, man. They knew who we were, all right, before we knew who we were, man. They knew that we were the real Israelites that the Bible speaks of, the real Jews that the Bible speaks of, man. All right, you Negro, Latino, Native American, man. All right, the scriptures say that he's wiser than Daniel, man. All right, they have done a diligent search, man. All right, it says that was the reason I paraded all of the English historians and professors before I got into the bowels of this book. I had to get your mind ready to receive the truth. King James, all right, King James came from a long line of black Scottish Stuart kings. 343 years of rulership in Scotland. All right. All right. It says that king, and he ruled during the time in the Dark Ages, man, when our people ruled for 1,000 years. We ruled all of Europe for 1,000 years, man. All right, now we're going to get to the point. Let's see what thrones he was sitting on, man. It says the Stuarts not only ruled in Scotland, all right, they ruled France, Spain, Ireland. All right. King James comes from a long line. It says 343 years. It says King James come from a long line of black Scottish Stuart kings. 343 years of rulership in Scotland. The Stuarts not only ruled in Scotland, they ruled France, Spain, Ireland. All right. So the original Irish were so-called black men, all right? Come on, man. All right. And England, British, Wales, King James was able to rule all of these lands because all of these people were of Iberian black descent. All right. And the word Iber, all right, Iberian, all right, comes from the word Ibar, which is the Hebrew way of saying Hebrew. All right. Because the word Hebrew comes from the name Eber, all right, which in Hebrew would be Ibar. You understand? All right. So these people that were of Iberian black descent, they were Israelites, man. All right. The Moors that ruled Europe, because the word Moor just means black. All right. The Moors, all right, which were so-called black men that ruled Europe for 1,000 years, those were Israelites, man. You understand? All right. It says, because these people were of Iberian black descent, they were the same people. All right. If you look at the ball in his hand, because in the picture you see the ball in his hand, all right, it says, if you look at the ball in his hand, it represents world rulership, all right? Yeah, because our people ruled the world, man. King James, man. King James the First, man, all right? From 1406 to 1434. You understand? All right? So it says, if you look at the ball in his hand, it represents world rulership. And there was only one other group of leaders who used this type of symbolism, and they were the Byzantine Roman emperors. Yeah, because the Byzantine, the time of the Dark Ages was also known as the Byzantine Empire. All right. It says, remember, they told the English that the Romans were citizens. This is proof. All right. There was another man who made the same boast, and if you have wisdom, you know who I am talking about. This is one of the signs of scholarship, when you are able to read the symbolism of images. All right, that ball in his hand, all right, represent world rulership, man. All right, we ruled the entire planet Earth at one time, man. All right, during the time of the Dark Ages, and even before that, you know, when Israel ruled, man. All right, during the time of King David. All right, King Solomon. All right, and then we fell. All right, because of our wickedness, man. All right, it says, this is one of the signs of scholarship, when you are able to read symbolism in images. In my research, I found out that the ancient Scottish was a tribe from northeastern Ireland, which means the Scots are really Irish. So if I have seen an ancient Scot, I have seen an ancient Irishman. And if I have seen an ancient Irishman, then I have seen an ancient Briton. All right. Yeah, because in the video that I was telling you about, Apostle Gabar, all right, you know, he was going into the history of the Irish, all right, and how they were looked at as monkeys and depicted as monkeys. All right. Because, you know, our people, you know, were the original Irish. The Irish were our people, man. All right. Even, you know, some of them that might look white are really so-called black men. They're Israelites, man. All right. So it says, because he was saying that he was going into Saint Nick, you know, because, you know, they say that Saint Nick is Irish. All right. And he was going into how he's really Scottish. All right. And it says right here, the ancient Scottish was a tribe from northeastern Ireland, which means the Scots are really Irish. Come on, man. All right. And when you go down below to the bottom paragraph, it says, it gives you the list of the Scottish kings that ruled, all right, and during their time. All right. But when you read, it says, as you can see from this Scottish kings list, King James the First of England was a descendant of black Scottish kings who claimed the thrones of France, Spain, Ireland. All right. We were the original Irish, man. Right? That's why you so-called black people here in America, you Negroes, you have Irish last names. Your last name might be Murphy, O'Neill, O'Hearn. All right. You know, other Irish last names, man. Connor. Okay. It says, It says Spain, Ireland, England, Britain, Wales, and Scotland. Yeah, we ruled in all of those lands, man. All right, we ruled all of Europe, man. All right. In order to reinforce the testimony of Professor Boyd Dawkins, I have provided you with an image of other Stuart kings of Scotland. All right. So it says right here, this is King Charles II, King of the Scots, man. All right. Look, so-called black man. All right. So it says the son of King Charles I, and whose nickname was Black Boy. All right. He was the king of England, Wales, France, Scotland, Hibernia, Spain, and Ireland. Come on, man. All right. And you see that word Hibernia there, man. All right. Go on Google and type in the damn Irish Hibernians. All right. The Hibernians were our people, which were Irish, man. All right. Because you see, you drop the I, you get Ibernia, Ibar, as I explained before. Iberian, all right? That comes from Ibar, which means just the Hebrew way of saying Hebrew, man. All right? Come on, man. All right? So it says, I'll read that again. The son of King Charles I, and whose nickname was Black Boy, he was the king of England, Wales, France, Scotland, Spain, and Ireland. Come on, man. All right, and you see right here, this is what's known as the Irish coat of arms. All right, this is the Irish coat of arms, man. You see, look at the image, man. So-called black men. All right. It says right here, this is an image of a black Irish coat of arms from the Gilbert family. 3 of the Gilberts related to this coat of arms have been traced to Barbados, man. You see, these are all of our people, man. Thomas Gilbert, Barbados, 1635. Francis Gilbert, Virginia, 1736. And Robert Gilbert, Barbados, 1678. The timeline fits with the eyewitness accounts of the Irish begin shipped into the slave trade, but I have greater witnesses than this, all right? Now, you know, as I'm going through this book, man, you know, I'm just breezing through it, you know. I'm just trying to, you know, scratch the surface a little bit, man. You know, I'm not trying to make this video too long, and I already know it's going to be somewhat even lengthy anyways. Not too lengthy, but I'm going to try to, you know, because if I spend time and going into the cracks and crevices and, you know, just breaking things down, like, because, you know, this history, it's so large, so vast. It's so, like, bro, like, it's incredible, man. Like, you know, it just keeps going, man. It's so much information, so much, you know, history and knowledge, man. Like, you know. So let's just keep continuing, man. All right. So it says right here, all right, this is the same book, man. All right, it says this book, all right, you see the image of a book right here on top, and underneath the paragraph, it says right here, this book was written by a Jesuit priest, John J. Williams, all right? You know, there's a caption in front of the cover page. It says the Irish and the Scots are the same people. The Scots are a tribe from northeast Ireland, all right? And the name of the book is Once the Black Irish of Jamaica. All right. Once the Black Irish of Jamaica. All right. So it says, when you read, it says, this book was written by a Jesuit priest, John J. Williams, and was published in 1932 by an NY Press. In this book, John describes the Black Irish that were deported into slavery in Jamaica as black people. And these pictures you see on this page are images of some of the Irish children. Come on, man. The original Irish were black people, man. Look at this. All right. Y'all not, you so-called white people over there, y'all not the original Irish, but some of y'all, because, you know, Israel is scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth, all right? Some of those white looking Irishes do go back to the so-called black Irish, man. All right, most of them do. All right, a lot of them do. All right, but a lot of them don't. All right. So it says, it says on this page are images of some of these Irish children. Once I located this book with its images, I wanted to show you the entire front cover of the book so that you could have it for your reference. These are some of the black Irish that came here on slave ships directly from Europe. All right? Because we ruled Europe. We ruled in Ireland, man. All right? We were in those parts. All right? Before we came to the Americas, man. Like it says right here, these are some of the black Irish that came here on slave ships directly from Europe. All right, that's why you so-called black people, all right, you Negroes here in America, you have Irish last names, man. All right, O'Hearn, O'Neill, all right, Connor, Murphy. Those are all Irish last names, man. All right, oh this, oh that. All right. It says, ladies and gentlemen, the Scots, Irish, or Welsh British are the same people. Yeah, man. All right. And Brit means covenant keeper, man. All right. The Moors, all right, who were Israelites, all right, they were the only ones that were given the covenant of the Most High, man. You understand? You Negroes got to wake up to who you really are, man. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. When you read about King David and Solomon, Moses, all right, Joshua and Caleb and all of them, man. All right, those were our forefathers, man. All right, Aaron. All right, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, man. Those are our forefathers. We are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. We are the true chosen people of the book, man. All right, and this truth has been hidden from us for ages, man. But it's prophecy that we shall remember ourselves in the land of our captivity, man. All right, the Lord has rose up prophets to teach us this truth so we could come back to the Most High, man. You understand? This is prophecy. Everything that's being played out right now is prophecy, man. All right. It says, according to Boyd Dawkins, all right, our earliest ancestors, when the English invaded England in 449 AD, they pushed the black English west into Wales, Scotland, and Ireland. Mr. Boyd Dawkins further states that by 677 AD, the whites, now call themselves English, have pushed these blacks onto a land that cannot sustain them. Whoever you are on the other side of this book, this is the real history of the world. What you have been taught and exposed to is pure nonsense, you see? The so-called royals and the elites read from a different set of books. They read these types of books while they give you the watered down version of history. That's why they have royal libraries and national archives. They walk around with the real wealth of the earth, wisdom, while you walk around with a lie. That's right, man. All right. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, we have been woken up, man. All right. We have been woken up. We know the truth now, man. All right. We know who we are. We know the nonsense that has been put out. All right. Now, when you look at these images, man, look, these are Irish children, man. Black, so-called black children, man. All right. It says image from the book, The Black Irish. You understand? The author, Jesuit priest J.J. Williams, published 1932. A Jesuit priest, man. All right. Images of the 100,000 black Irish children sold into Jamaica, 17th century. Yeah, the 1600s, man. All right. It says right here, all right. Look into this picture right here. It says hanging of suspect United Irishmen, all right? Image location, Irish Library, Irish History, the Irish Rebellion, 1641, all right? It says, as you can see, there was an attempt to white out this black Irishman, but somehow his blackness remained intact. This image comes to you directly from the Irish Library in Ireland. This is what the Irish Europeans looked like, and these were the people sold into the Americas. Come on, man. This is why you so-called Negroes, you black people, you so-called black people here in America, you have Irish last names, man. All right, our people were the original Irish, all right? Remember, the Irish were black in the 1600s, all right? Let's go. It says right here, you see? It says the Irish Library, Irish Historian, 1641 Rebellion. And you see how they took our kids? All right, and they impaled them with pitchforks, man. All right, but yet you love this damn devil. A lot of you Negroes are Sambos, man. A lot of you Negroes here are coons, man. You want to love massa. All right, have you forgotten, man? Have you forgotten? They don't want you to forget about 9/11, but they want you to forget how they enslaved us, man. All right? Fuck out of here, man. All right? It says, you see? All right? It says, and this is from an Irish library. All right? It says, I don't want to speculate, but for some particular reason, some of the images show these Irish to be people of color. All right? And that's what they called us, man. All right? During the times of segregation. All right? You know, they would have a white only, and they would have the other one would be called coloreds. All right? All right? What we are seeing is a deliberate attempt to conceal the blackness of these Irish and Scottish people. Yeah, because, you know, Esau, Edom, the devil, the so-called white man being the devil that the Bible speaks of. The word devil means deceiver, all right? That's what he does. He deceives. He whitewashes everything, man. He doesn't want our people to know who we truly are and you know, the history of how everything happened, man. All right, and that's prophecy, man. All right, it says, I am only interested in the color of these people for the sake of proving to you that these people are among us and they think they came out of Africa. Yeah, because you niggas here in America, you Negroes here in America don't even know who the hell you are, man. You think you African, man. You're not African, man. Africans are different people than us. Africans are Hamites, man. We're not Hamites, we're Shemites. All right, we descend from Shem. We don't descend from Ham. You understand? All right. So when you go, it says, when you read the paragraph, it says the black Irish came into Jamaica, had two places of origin, either Ireland or Barbados. Close to 300 black Irish came directly from Ireland, and the rest came from Barbados. 70% of all black slaves on the island of Barbados came from Ireland. In 1925 census of Jamaica, there were 916,000 people on the island, and only 2% were white. Man, this oversight on the part of the world's historians to include these black Europeans in the North Atlantic slave discussion went unnoticed for the past 400 years. The invention of genetics plus the record of eyewitness was the key to discovering the missing link between history and genetics. Now you see, this is the Black Earls of Ireland, all right? Declare coat of arms. Come on, man. These are our people, man. Image of Earl Gilbert, declare 1100, all right? 1138, 1141, all right? In the 1100s, man. All right, we ruled Europe for 1,000 years, man. All right, from the 300s all the way up to around the 400s, 1500s, you know. You know, look at this, man. Our people, man. All right. What I want to get. Oh yeah, all right. So it says right here, the Black Earls of Ireland. All right. The Black Earls of Ireland. It says the image of Gilbert, the Earl of Clare, Hertford, Ireland, can currently be found in the St. Mary of Virgin Church, to Kesbury, in the English county of Gloucestershire. All right. Not only is this black Irish Earl being depicted as a black man, but his coat of arms depict him as a black man. All right. It says right here, when you go down to the bottom paragraph, it says the black Irish were sent to the Americas. Come on, man. All right. Now you see, when you read this, all right, it says, this is a scene from the destruction of Drogheda, Ireland by the English in 1641. Yeah, everywhere the white man went, man, all he did was cause destruction, man. All throughout history, all he did was destroy our people, man. All right. It says they stripped the people naked and drove them into the mountains to freeze to death, but not before uttering a strange statement about the English being wild men. Remember, the Irish were black in 1600s, right? It says the English impaled the Irish children and bashed their heads on stone. These are eyewitness accounts, man. All right. So every time the white man came in contact with us, all right, Esau, Edom, the devil that the Bible speaks of, all right, all he has done was enslaved and massacred our people. All right. It says the English impaled the Irish children and bashed their heads on stones. All right. And the scriptures say that we're going to do that exact thing to them, because everything that they have done to us, since they have put us into slavery, now they have to go into slavery. And that's what's going to happen when Yahweh Shai comes back, man. All right, to give us the kingdom of heaven, to share his throne with us, because it's really Yahweh Shai's kingdom. All right, and he's just going to share it with us. We're gonna rule with him. He's going to allow us to rule with him. All right, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai is going to allow us to rule with him, man. All right. And when we do rule, all right, we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to bash their heads against the stone when the Messiah comes back, man. All right. It might even happen during the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. When the Lord gives some of us spiritual power, all right, to save ourselves and to save others. All right. All of a sudden, we might just end up with spiritual powers just to grab you by your neck and to throw you 80,000 feet landing on your head, man. All right, to put you to flight, man. All right, so matter of fact, let's go into the scriptures and get that. All right, let's get that. Let's get that real quick. All right. I think it's in the book of Psalms. Let's get it. Happy shall he be who dashes thy little ones against thy stones. Give it a second real quick. All right, yeah, all right. So let's get the King James version, all right? All right. This is Psalms 137:9. It says, happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against thy stones. All right. Yeah. So we're going to be happy, man. All right. Because you done it to us, we're going to do it to you. All right. Happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones. Yeah. We're going to take your little ones. All right. It says, happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stones. Yeah, we're gonna dash your children against the stones, man. Just like how you did to us, we're gonna do it to you, man. All right, just like how it depicts right here, all right, of of you dashing our little ones against the stones, all right, the scriptures say we're going to do the same thing to you, like I just read, Psalms 137. All right, happy shall he be who take thy little ones and dashes against the stones, man. All right. It says right here, the English impaled the Irish children. Impaled, man. All right. That was our people, man. All right. And bashed their heads against the stones, man. All right. So you bashed our children's head against the stones. All right. So we're going to bash your children's head against the stones, man. All right. The scriptures say we're going to do double unto you than what you did to us, man. All right. All right. So when it was our time to fall from the rulership of this planet Earth, this is what you so-called white people have done, man. All right. It says the editorial. All right. Let me zoom in real quick. It says the editorial from that generation. All right. This is 1641. All right. Which is known as the rebellion. All right. The editorial from that generation shows that they spoke and wrote differently, but you can discern the writing. In modern English, it says they took hot tongues and tortured this woman to make her confess where her money was. They burned the bottom of her feet and the palms of her hands. It is important that you remember these crimes and are being done to black Irishmen. Their women and children. Going backwards in history is like digging in walls and seeing what the people do in the imagination of their minds. This is part of the history of Europe that our geneticist, all right, geneticist is missing. That would cause his findings in our generation to make sense. Remember, the Irish were black in the 1600s, all right? So-called black, because we're not black, man. All right, we're different shades of brown. The word black means dark, dirty, and evil, man. Right? No one on earth is black, man. All right, we say so-called black, man. All right. All right, yeah, and that's it, man. All right, so I just wanted to, get into that a little bit, man. All right, just scratch the surface a little bit. All right, just go through these pages for a little bit. If I sat, because I was going to read, man. I was going to do a lot of reading today. All right. And get into this. Maybe I might go into it more in another lesson and stuff. But I just wanted to bring that out about the Irish and all that, man. All right, because when I was watching Apostle Gabar video, about the Irish, it made me want to do it, man. It made me remember that I had this book, man. All right, going into the Irish and our people being the original Irish. All right, when we ruled Europe for 1,000 years, that was our people, man. All right, those people were Israelites. All right, they were known as Moors, man. All right, those were Israelites. All right, who descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. All right, King Solomon and all them, King David. All right, Moses. All right. So I hope this lesson was edifying. Lord willing, it was edifying. All right. And with that being said, call Halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakah Kwitash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, Haitians, and Brazilians. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right. And I want to say, call Halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakah Kwitash. And into the next one, Shalom. Shalom.